guys, so it's me, Kiani. Today's video, I'm back for another makeup tutorial, and wouldn't you know, the day that I'm going to record a makeup tutorial, I would honestly have the best second day curls ever. And if you're in the dark on how I got my curls this popping on day 2, you should already be following my Instagram page, because that's where I give you guys insight on what's going on with me between skin and hair. But as far as this makeup look, honey, I mean, this is what I call a complete post-quarantine glow up. I'm super excited that this is going to be one of my first videos on my channel where I'm showing you guys my brand, LIPTRICKS. So this is going to be a full-on talk-through video because, you know, we're out of practice on glowing up because we've been in quarantine. Honey, this is going to have you wanting to run out the front door. So grab your makeup bag, and if you haven't already subscribed to my YouTube channel, make sure you click that bell for post notifications so every time I upload you are notified. And without further ado, if you want to get into this post-quarantine glow up with me, just keep on watching. Alright guys, let's get started. First off, I have to say that I am recording on a new camera today, so prayerfully the lighting will be acceptable. I want you guys to comment down below if you think that I look pretty natural. I mean, ooh, we just need to get into the makeup tutorial, okay? Yeah, so at this stage of me applying my makeup, my hair has not been fluffed, so don't come for me. Some people like definition. I mean, some people really like definition. I prefer volume over definition, but typically that creates frizz, so I'm just gonna try to see how this turns out. Let's go ahead and get into the makeup tutorial, shall we? I'm gonna go ahead and hydrate my skin. Next, I'm gonna grab my Milk Hydro Primer. This is something that I found in my Sephora haul, and I've honestly liked this primer. I'm gonna use just a little bit and definitely work it into my skin. It feels nice and sticky, which is absolutely perfect because the next step is gonna knock your socks off. I am going to grab my Black Girl sunscreen. It's a moisturizing sunscreen for face and body. Now, this is something brand new to my makeup routine. I am definitely wanting to make sure that I am protecting my skin at all costs. The world is opening back up, and while we were on vacation this week, I had the most amazing experience using this product. I absolutely love how it just lays on the skin. It lays, and putting a primer underneath it, if you're going to be using it with makeup, I'm definitely going to suggest that to make sure that it grips, but at the same time you're getting the same benefiting qualities from an SPF. And the glow that you're seeing right now just comes from the moisturizer. It's not sticky, very hydrating, very nourishing. So I could say, just with my experience of being in 90 and above weather all last week, and all I had was an intense bronzing effect. No burning, no stinging, no itching, all the great benefits from an amazing sunscreen, and it's black on. I think before I do makeup, I'm actually going to do eyes first today, because I've honestly been really interested in doing a makeup tutorial using my brand, LIPTRICKS, and a lot of the liquid mattes work really well on eyes, so you can kind of create a really nice, easy summer look. So we're gonna go ahead and do that first. But before I do that, I want to settle the sunscreen down. Like I said, it's not oily, but I want to settle it down just to make sure that I'm going to get maximum hold on this makeup look today. So I'm going to go ahead and just pop a little bit of my RCMA powder on my face. This is something I typically do. It's an amazing makeup hack. Honey, I am pulling out all the stops today. Let's go ahead and move in a little bit. Listen, in just a hair. Yes, and we're still in focus. Yes. I'm going to grab a little bit of my Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is the clear brow gel. I like to apply this to my brows before I go in with a brow pencil. And what happens, it gives me a little bit more hold throughout the day. And of course, in an effort not to waste time, I'm going to grab my LIPTRICKS lip conditioner. This one is in Herbal Mint, which is honestly one of the best feelings in the world, especially if you are still social distancing, you're wearing masks. Putting on a lip conditioner is definitely going to save the lip, because obviously the lips are doing contact with maybe a cotton fabric that's really drying them out. So having a little bit of lip conditioner on is a must. $5, guys, $5. So yeah, that's giving me just enough time that I can feel that my brows are starting to get a little stiff. I'm going to move in right now with my NYX Professional Makeup Micro Brow Pencils. So I have Auburn and Chocolate. All right, so we're going to go ahead and start with the chocolate. I'm going to grab my new fancy Mila Compact, you guys. This is an amazing compact because it does have an LED light that shows the trueness of your complexion. It also has a rechargeable battery switch here and an on-off button that preserves the battery. And I love that it's a square shape. So when I'm in camera, I can use the dual magnification to see close up or distance all at the same time. So this is absolutely amazing for my girls that have suffered from bad beauty lighting. You can check them out at fancy.com and use code Kiani10 for a discount. All right, so brows are done. You'll see that they look a lot thicker than usual because that brow gel really does give every stroke magnification. It gives it a lot of plumping ability. So I'm just gonna kind of carve them out with a little bit of concealer and we're just gonna carry on, okay? Soften the edges just a little bit. Let's go ahead and just use a little bit of this concealer to kind of even out this eyelid as well. I like using a yellow concealer base to kind of cancel out the redness in my eyelids. And it also helps any of the liquid mattes that I put down. It keeps them from staining the eyelid as well. Just kind of wrap that around the eye, whatever's left over. Okay, let's go ahead and move into the fun part, shall we? So I've decided for this look today that I'm going to use the shade called Brown Eyed Girl. I also have the shade called Studio. I think I actually might go in with the shade called Blonde, cool tone coral. So that's what we're going to do. So first, I'm going to start with Blonde Units. Let's go ahead and swatch that for you so you can kind of get an idea of what we're working with. You see how it's just giving you that beautiful coralized hue, which is great for this time of the year. And you don't need a lot, just kind of get you just a little bit and just work that into the crease. Delivers you very intenseness in color. Give me a flat brush and just blend that out. But I want to go ahead and kind of anchor the eye, which is where the Brown Eyed Girl is going to come in. Brown Eyed Girl is a beautiful brown tone plum. So it works beautiful on all skin tones as well as eye colors, but it really does make brown eyes pop, which is why we called it Brown Eyed Girl. I'm gonna grab an ever so tiny detail brush. I really like to play with the outer V and the inner V with colors like this. Just kind of fade that in. Kind of drag it into the lash line as well, whatever's left over. Okay, give you just a little bit of depth. A bit of depth around the outline and just kind of blend that right in. They do dry down really, really nicely as well, especially during these summer months that we're kind of fading into. Just gonna make sure that the product's gonna hold. So I have that little bit of structure there. And now that I've kind of marked the eye of where I want the product to be, I'm just gonna go back and enhance it. I love using tiny, tiny detail brushes like this, which are always thrown into your kit if you purchase a product from LipTricks.com, one of the mattes. I don't want you to have to really hunt for a brush that's going to fit either on the lip or the lid. So we do supply you with those brushes as well when you purchase from LipTricks.com. So yes, I'm loving that. Now you're going to see where the gold is going to come in. Now you have Studio. I'm going to grab another flat brush and just kind of open up this eyelid. Oh yeah. Bring the entire look into focus. And look at that, there's no fallout. This look could have been done with your foundation already on. You could honestly just kind of stop here. This is absolutely beautiful. And you can go back in and add more or apply less. Just depends on what you're doing, what your plans are. But you want to make sure that you're definitely playing up the shape of your eye. I always like to have kind of a wing action. So I will pull that brown eyed girl out to give me more structure. But you know what? I feel like this can take that much of glitter. Just a little something, just a little bit of a glitter topper. So I'm gonna pull out my Pickled and Preserved. And this is a beautiful whitewash gold. Can you see that? And I just want to kind of ever so lightly grab a little bit on my finger and just pop it right in there. Just, oh yeah, just bedazzle that up. Why? Because the world is opening back up, honey. Oh. Yes, don't panic, because your foundation is not on if you want to add the glitter. So guess what? Get a little bit of that powder, take it out of your skincare, all right? And we're golden. Let's go ahead and finish this eye up, and then we'll come back to complexion. Yes. But you can't do all this without doing a lash. So let's just go ahead and set the lashes up for greatness with a little bit of the Volume Booster Lash Primer by Essence. Then we'll do a little bit of her sister, the Essence I Love Extreme Crazy Volume Mascara. I don't know, some of you might just stop here. You might just throw your little face powder, a little bit of a gloss, and you could be done, sis. You could be done. But that's not what we do here. We're gonna go in because we've been in quarantine and we're now out. So the world is opening back up, and yeah. Oh, it's so cute. Just the shape of that. The shape is doing that to me. The shape. Did you hear me? The shape. The shape of that sultriness of the eye. Even though this lid wants to cut up, we're not going to let it stop us from slaying this look. This is the lash that I'm thinking about. What do you guys think? Ain't she pretty? And did I mention my favorite lash adhesive is back in stock by Mosquito, latex free, no burning, stinging. It's back in stock, so you can use my code and save. Okay, so the eyes are starting to do their thing, so we have to definitely complement it with skin. And you know what? I think we're at a point that we can take those out. And now it's time for skin, and I'm definitely thinking that I want to create my own concoction. So I am going to grab the new Paul palettes. This is a hands-free mixing palette. They sent me one of their new designs. Is that not the cutest packaging you've ever seen? There it is. Can you see that little divot right there? Can you see the little divot right here? What that's going to yield, I can add a little bit of my beauty oil in there, grab a little bit of that. I can grab a little bit of my Melanie Mills. So I'm going to put them on the palette. A little bit of the Melanie Mills. And I want to grab a little bit of my MAKUR beauty oil. Just pop a little drop, and I love that it has that little section there. And then today's featured product is going to be the JUVIA'S Place I Am Magic Foundation. And I'm using the shade Aruba today. So I have all three of my mixtures on my palette. Do Melanie first. Oh yeah. Can you see what's happening to the skin, honey? This might just do it. Oh, she always gets me right. You could kind of stop there, but I'm all the way committed to this look. And because I want to use the JUVIA'S Place, and it's typically a little bit more drying. I like to use a little bit of a beauty oil with it. So we've mixed those two, and she's going to become my concealer today. By adding the beauty oil, it buys you a little bit more time to blend the product out. So don't be afraid to do that. Obviously, you've already put your powder on before your foundation, so it's going to give you a much more completed look faster. You also have primer on. So all those things are going to work to the better of the good, honey. Honey, that foundation, from where I'm sitting, she's laid. But don't get too ahead of yourself, because you need to set it. Go back in with your same powder, your no color powder, and set, especially underneath that eye area, honey. Okay, we're almost there. We need to hit the contour. We need to hit it, and we need to hit it hard. So I'm going to grab my Mix Chicks in the Mix foundation and bronzer sticks. And what I love about these sticks, there is a foundation on one end, and I'm going to just use this warmer shade, and then of course there's a bronzer on the opposite side. So I'm just going to go in and lay this in the areas that I want to be bronze, and I am not going to be subtle with it. And because this foundation has hydration to it, it works really, really well, especially after you put powder on. It still blends down without streaking, and you're going to see. Let me just pull in so you can kind of see. Can you get into the skin? Are we getting into the skin? I am using a synthetic brush, and I'm blending that in because it just works really, really nice with a cream foundation bronzer stick such as this. And I'm just really blending it right into that powder. Starting to look like something now, honey. Starting to look like something. Don't forget to get you a little detail brush to blend that foundation out. Because remember, you did your eyes first, so detailing is necessary. And then we're going to adjust this contour. And because I absolutely love to intensify my bronzer and contour, I'm going to have to just grab my Beauty is Life Compact. This is in the shade Shiny. And look at that. Is that not absolutely stunning? You can tell that it has been well loved. Just going to get another natural hair brush and just kind of settle that bronzer down. Honey, she is saying yes. And because it's necessary, we have to use a powder, a color powder. This is my all-time favorite. This is the COZZETTE brand, and I always use G5 as a finishing powder, and it just makes everything play nice together on my face. It makes everything even. It takes any texture out. It creates a beautiful blurring effect. And it also makes sure I don't have any flashback. Now, We're getting there. We are getting there. We have to do something with this lower lash line. And there are a couple different things that we can do. I'm going to definitely suggest that we kind of keep it light. So I kind of want to go right back in with the shade Blonde Unit and just pop that underneath. Yes. So unexpected, but just beautiful. It just says summer. I love it. And using matte products, using liquid products just bring a whole nother dynamic to an eye look. They keep everything from bleeding, and it's just nice and easy. Just to create a little bit more cohesiveness. I'm going to remove that gloss. The lips are all nice and hydrated right now. We're liking that. And I want to go ahead and add Blonde Unit as the finalized look. The key thing when you're applying a matte is you want it to dry. So what I like to do is do something else. Use my time wisely. I haven't taken care of my lower lash line, so I'm going to do that. And that's going to give me ample amount of time to allow my lips to dry so I can add a gloss. So let's do that. And we now have 4 glosses that we can choose from. 4 glosses with Liptricks that we can choose from as glitter toppers or glossy toppers. Today, I think I'm going to use a shade called Shy Not. And I know, it looks a little bit blue. Send this in. Shy Not. Alright guys, and there you have the finalized result. This is definitely a post-quarantine glow up. Wouldn't you agree? And I'm going to leave the link to all the products. I know, I'm going to leave the link to all the products in the description box below. Make sure that you check out my brand LipTricks at www.liptricks.com. Use code MakeUPbyKiani to get free shipping on any item that you saw in this video today. And yeah, if you haven't already subscribed to my YouTube channel, make sure you click the subscribe button. Also click the bell for post notifications, so every time I upload, you are notified. Also, if you're interested in how we're getting this hair to look like it's thriving, you already know what to do. Continue to watch. I'll leave some links at the end of this video so you can, kind of get into these natural coils. Okay? That's all we have for now, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Hugs and kisses. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.